Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of the NB3 headset. It's an IPX8 waterproof Bluetooth earbud. It's a single one. It's a single mini Bluetooth wireless earpiece, but it's waterproof and that makes it very unique. So if you are listening the whole day to music, then this is probably not the device for you. If you need something which you can use, especially for making phone calls, listen maybe a little bit to music, but especially phone calls, and maybe for business when you're outside, if you have a job where you're outside, or on job, or yeah, like at a work site, or let's say you're doing a lot of fitness, jogging, biking, and so on, and you want to stay in contact, um, then this is an awesome device, because when you're outside and it can get wet, it can yeah, sometimes you have maybe a rain or it's just wet, fog, sweating, whatever. This is waterproof, IPX8. IP68 means about 1 meter of diving depth for half an hour. But of course, it's not advised to use this for diving or swimming. As long as you stay above water level, it should be good for a few splashes. I would not do too much in the water, of course, but it's protected. It's good to know. So this is the device, how it looks. We'll see that later in the unboxing. Yeah, here a little bit about internals, about the charging. Yeah, that's somehow, it's not wireless, I think, but it has a nice charging cradle, and yeah, it has everything. And here the button controls, you can see what you can use for. Here's the microphone and the multifunction button. There's just one button, so there's volume, uh, no volume button. This is something you have to be aware of. But they say it has a premium sound with bass, so I will check that out and let you know. Of course, I can't transfer the sound one-to-one to a YouTube video, but I will check it out with music, some sound with heavy bass, and I will let you know how it was. And I will also test waterproof capabilities. I will definitely wash it or rinse it underwater, and I will test it before and will test it afterwards and let you know. And if I'm able to do that, I will also include a piece of recording where you can see how the microphone is working. So to get an idea, that's always very important to have this. And if you see that video on Amazon, I will do same video. I will post same video on YouTube with much higher quality. Quality is always a little bit an issue with Amazon videos. So if you're looking for the video, check for NB3 on YouTube and probably you will find then my video. So let's continue with the unboxing. So here we have the NB3 waterproof IPX8 Bluetooth headset. So it's not a headset, it's a single earphone, or yeah, whatever. So it's not stereo, it's only mono, but it is what it is. It is waterproof, and if you just need it for like working, making phone calls during work, so one piece is definitely enough. You don't need two pieces because you want to be capable to hear what other people are telling to you. So here we have the instructions. Product overview. So here again, regarding swimming, you definitely should stay above water level, even when it is waterproof. It's always safe. Back is only in Chinese. So let's open. Here we, oh, sorry. Yeah. I have to check where it opens. So here we have the additional earpieces. So I think medium size will already be put on, and so here we have the extra large and extra small, and medium is probably already on the earphone. So here we have the charging cradle, and here we have the earphone itself. It's nice and round and very light, very small, very light. So there has been an NB2 which I've tested recently, and it was a little bit on the larger side. So this is the NB3. I think that's the successor. It's definitely the smaller piece. So I have the NB2 here, so you can really compare. So here's the old one. I hold it a little bit closer, you can see. The NB3 definitely has a little bit nicer, yeah, fancier design. Looks a little bit upscale, a little bit, yeah, it's now nice and round, and it looks a little bit more, yeah, like more expensive, more sturdy. Maybe it's not, maybe it just looks like this, but I would prefer definitely the NB3 if you asked me. The weight is not, it's hard to guess. Of course there's less material, of course it will be a little bit lighter, so that's a good thing. And especially the volume, I mean the volume, the overall size, because this is smaller, this will fit much better into your ear than the old NB2. That's definitely a big plus of the NB3. So I put it on the side. Let's compare the cradle. Also, the cradle has become a little bit smaller, not much, but a little bit. And so it's still magnetic, so it works still same way, which is really good. So it's definitely holding it really strong. I think it's even stronger than the NB2. The NB2 was not so strong, but it still had a good fit. It had a good hold, but this is even stronger. So you can use it definitely while traveling. Wherever you place that, it will hold your earpiece firmly in place. So let's do the connection setting to the mobile phone. So here I have my mobile phone. It's the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Of course you have to turn on the Bluetooth, and I mean this is Android, but it will be very similar if you have an iPhone, of course. So here we have to take it off the cradle and push, I think 3 seconds or so. We push down. So let's see when it starts flashing. Where do we have this flashing light? Yeah, now I should have read the instructions maybe. So I
test again, or maybe the okay, I should keep pressing. So I just turned it off again, which is not good. So when we want to connect, I have to press longer, I guess, probably for 6 seconds or so. So usually it starts flashing red and blue. This is not the case at the moment, so I have to test and maybe read the instructions. So it took me a while to figure out how this works, and here they write it should work. Like here we see the pairing after 3 seconds. It should start flash red and blue, but it does not. I don't know if this is a malfunction or just wrong translation in the manual. I really have no clue, but I definitely now know how it works. You can start pushing for 3 seconds and then it will be turned on, and it will say this in voice. And when you keep pressing right after that, it will say ready for connect. So the best is if you hold this towards your ear and keep pressing, and then you will hear turned on, and right after that you will hear ready to connect, and then you can release the button. So, and it will not flash red and blue, it will flash only blue. So I will hold it now. Maybe you can hear it. I will hold, it's probably too far away. So I will just show how this works. So I start holding. Yeah, unfortunately it was too far away, so I couldn't hear, but let's check if it's ready. So usually I would really recommend to hold this to your ear and listen what the lady says on the on the speaker, so you know when it's ready to connect. Otherwise it's difficult. So now I did the scan and it's here. Okay, so I did it right. NB3 pairing connected for call and media audio. And the good thing is always the lady will talk to you and tell when it's connected, when it's on, when it's off, when it's ready to connect, when it's connected, so everything. So hold it to your ear and listen what the lady is talking. So I'll do now a sound test, and I will do a microphone test, of course, before and after the water test. So now we're giving it a nice rinse and see how it works regarding waterproof. So we rinse everything nicely. This is not like diving, but it's, I mean, a little bit of a splash shouldn't be a problem with IP68. So that's it. I shake the water off and we'll see. So I've done now the testing before and after the rinsing. The sound quality is really good. The sound quality, it has really a nice bass. So if you're happy with one side music, this is awesome. I mean, for work and having one ear still free, this is an awesome solution for working and still be able to make phone calls and listen to music. Very lightweight. Microphone worked also good. I mean, the sound worked really good before and after the rinsing test, and as well as the microphone. I've tested the microphone before the rinsing and after the rinsing, and I haven't found any difference. But I will let you hear that test. I will try to extract this recording and play afterwards. But definitely I think it's a really good thing. It's definitely a big upgrade compared to the NB2. It's much smaller, it's much lighter, it has a nicer shape, looks definitely advanced. So the difference is only about $4, so I think it's definitely worth the upgrade, doing the upgrade or choosing the NB3 on top of the NB2. I think the NB2 also has a little bit a longer charging time. Maybe it has a little bit a longer music play time and talk time, but still I think this is enough. Here we have the specs. It says working hour 3 to 4 hours for listening music at 50% volume, and charging time is only 1 hour, so everything is a little bit lower at the thing, but it's definitely a great small device, and it stayed perfectly in the ear. It did not drop. I recommend when you put this into your ear, you have to twist around a little bit to find the perfect position that it holds it in place firmly. You have to try a little bit. I can't tell you what's the best angle in your ear. You have to try and find out to have a firm fit so it does not drop, and only when you have a firm fit it will have this deep bass, which is important to have a nice sound experience. So yeah, let's move on to the recording sample.
So you will listen now to the microphone test before rinsing it.
Speaker test before waterproof test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And now you hear the microphone test after rinsing it.
This is the microphone test after the waterproof test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So now you have heard both tests, and I think that after rinsing in the second test I've been speaking up a little bit, so it's better to understand, but there's no real difference before and after that, so you can be assured that it's really waterproof, no problem at all, and no other problem has occurred since I have been rinsing it. In general, the microphone, I think it sounded a little bit choppy, but it was still clear to understand, so I would not be worried too much, and that's definitely also an upgrade compared to the NB2. I've made also a test regarding the NB2. You can watch that video as well and compare and judge on your own which one is better. But I think the microphone of the NB3 is a little bit an upgrade, and I would choose this one also regarding the smaller size, lighter weight, and like a little bit more professional look. It's lighter, and overall, so at the end you have a better fit in your ear. In general, I mean, it's not a huge difference. It's not a real big deal. I mean, when you're on a budget, the previous design, the NB2, does the job as well, really decent. So if $4 or $5 makes a big difference for you, so go with the NB2. If you're nice, a little bit a newer design, a little bit smaller thing, smaller size, and better fit, maybe better, little bit better sound, little bit better microphone. So then I would recommend to go with the NB3. So, but in general, both are definitely nothing to complain about. For 16, or in this case $20, you can really not complain about this. This is an awesome little small thing. You have to be aware when you connect it that it maybe does not show blue and red, but just listen to the sound, hear what the lady is telling you, and when it's ready to connect, and then you can connect. And yeah, you will be happy, I'm pretty sure, when you have something like this for $20. Really reliable thing, waterproof, and yeah. So I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about the thing. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.